Ooh. Hello and welcome to Wednesday Night Onlyfigs. I'm your host, Mr. Modern Toyfer, and I'm joined by the founder of the NEC Illuminati, the delayer of shipments, hey, you got the shirt, the merch, good man, the perfect person, the two-time daddy, my YouTube wife, Mrs. Modern Toyfer, Jamar_Games. But that's not all. We are also joined by the consumer of all things vile, one of the former co-hosts of the Figuratively Speaking podcast, Corey. And last, but certainly not least, we have the man Modern Toyfer has full custody over. The man known as Bearded Spice. The man Optimus Prime popped in and refuses to stop. The Twilight Knight, the Master of Mac, the three-pump chump of taking the show off the rails, Nate.
What's up?
How's everybody doing?
Really good.
Thumbs up.
Got that real high energy. We took a week off and now everyone's just like, I don't want to do this anymore.
It said thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
Shit.
What does getting popped by Optimus Prime mean?
So it's actually a joke in reference to Figuratively Speaking, because he on there would nonstop talk shit about Transformers and how he'd never collect them. But then for probably since the beginning of this live stream with Onlyfigs, it's been nothing but Transformers. So Optimus Prime popped his cherry like a fucking Pringles can, and he can't stop.
Yeah.
I think we're almost done. I think we're almost done with Transformers.
You think that, but they'll find a way to get you. They always find a way to get you.
I mean, they're already redoing figures that I got recently, so like they're just gonna keep doing this endless cycle, and I'm like,
But you're popped.
yeah.
The newest ones that they came out with, those reformatted or whatever, I was like, yes, I don't want these.
Yeah.
If this is the new thing, then I'm out completely. I mean, we have representations of pretty much every Transformer now.
Almost.
Every one.
Almost.
Damn.
So what's
they're starting to redo it because like they're gonna do Studio Series Optimus Prime and Studio Series Galvatron from the movie. It's like, well, kind of already did those. Like,
But it's good for people who, you know.
Well,
didn't
you know,
get
it
it first
absolutely
time.
you know what's next, Jamar? Is G.I. Joe Transformers.
Yeah.
Because they just announced that.
And they already did that Megatron as his tank, right?
Yeah, and
yeah, they've had a couple
It
of
sucked?
those.
it's terrible.
Huh.
I opened it up and it's like a Fisher Price toy.
It's pretty.
So
it was pretty
weird.
bad. I got rid of mine quickly because I was not happy.
And you also didn't want anyone else to realize it was shit.
Yeah.
So I got that one and Bumblebee, and by the time I got Bumblebee, I was like, and I opened them up and I was like, oh no, these are like the worst Transformers ever. And now I'm stuck with them because, you know, whatever. At the time though, everybody was freaking out about the 3 3/4 Joes coming back, and I was able to sell those off pretty quick. So
Yeah.
Jeff White in chat found Goblin Queen last night. We have Baby Nightcrawler, a Baby Nate Summers, a Baby Hawk. Did they use this mold on anything else? Need a nursery diorama now. I will say, from my understanding, is that if nothing else, it's just the blanket part that's the same. They at least do different heads, because Nightcrawler has like pointy ears.
X-Men babies making our dreams come true.
Ooh, we needed like a Muppet Babies, but X-Men.
Theme song.
That's what he's just said.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
Because that was the Muppet
get-
Babies theme song.
I know.
There's
Let's go
that
Okay.
bigger Wolverine. There's that Wolverine X baby that came with Mojo.
Yeah, that was just weird.
Well, he's just weird.
Because that wasn't like an X baby. That looked like
That was exactly the X babies.
that reminds me of what's his name's art. The guy who, what's his name?
Scotty Young.
Yeah, Scotty Young. That's all that reminded me of. It didn't look like an X baby. It looked like Scotty Young, like Wolverine.
I'll have to look up the actual X babies. I don't remember what they.
I
look
need
like.
that.
The Wolverine,
Yeah.
or
You
Yeah.
need that baby. Well, you should get
I want that.
Mojo because it's awesome.
I don't
It's
want
awesome
Mojo.
Yo, you need some Mojo.
I mean, at this
Get
point,
some
I mean, I
Mojo-
need the Mojo.
At this point, he's
But I
probably
have,
gone up in
I have
price.
Mojo Jojo.
Oh, that's the better mojo.
That's what I was saying.
Give me that baby. That's my second Austin Powers reference.
Wow.
On that wonderful note, I think it's time for the numbers game.
Yeah, nothing like pulling in some outdated references.
Isn't that all
All
this
right.
show is?
Yeah. So
He stole his mojo.
speaking of, so Austin Powers, International Man of Mystery, came out in 1997.
No way.
Yeah,
Feel old?
yeah, yeah. I saw that shit in the
What year did I
theaters.
graduate?
Yeah, a little bit before that. So, what was the not the worldwide, the U.S. gross, domestic gross of Austin Powers, International Man of Mystery?
Are we getting a range at all, or just fuck it all?
Is that the first one?
Yes.
Yes. All right, between 1 to 150.
Dollars?
Millions.
Between
Rupees?
1 to 150? I'm already way off.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that was, well, save it until after.
Movie tickets were like 8 cents.
I will give you a hint. The gross. No, this might be too obvious to some. Well,
I say, yeah, I feel like
Corey.
that's gonna give it away.
I say Corey might know that reference, but I also don't know that he would. So, and I opened something and I lost
Wait,
something
say
already.
the range again, so
Jesus.
make sure I don't write down.
1
1
to
to
150
150.
million.
Okay.
1 to 150 million.
Oh wait, that's why. Okay.
He's like, dollars?
Oh, drop the lights, man. I wasn't going to use those, but
Drop the lights?
oh well. Yeah,
Oh, did
I-
you get
I
what I
might have
think you
used
got?
them.
Like, is it?
probably not.
Okay.
I gotta
Uh,
say, so weird if you came up with this numbers game like beforehand.
Oh, he did.
And it,
No, I didn't. I
Oh, didn't.
absolutely didn't.
Oh.
He
I know,
he
but-
had nothing, and he utilized the fact that you were making Austin Powers references and we were making fun of it to come up with a numbers game. That's all that was.
What? No.
Is everybody
It's like,
ready?
no, I have a calendar here with all of these written down.
Oh man, is everybody ready?
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Oh.
So my clue was going to be it shares its number with another Mike Myers movie.
Damn.
54.
I won again.
54 million.
What is this
Yeah.
bullshit?
Yeah.
Well, I knew
Yeah.
I was gonna,
Isn't that
I knew
crazy?
I was gonna be wrong anyway because I had a third Austin Powers reference. 140 billion.
Ooh.
Wow. All right.
How crazy would that have been if that was the actual answer?
Oh, man. Now I want to use this light, and now I can't find it.
The light that you didn't want initially, but now you do.
Yeah.
So I'm going to start with a little bit of story time. So I don't know if you guys remember a month or so ago, I picked up some Gundams, and one of them was defective.
Yep.
Well, I decided to risk it and reach out to Ami Ami because I was like, I don't know how their customer service is. Let's find out. So while they never admitted to sending me the wrong one, because they had, I looked on their website, they had like their used figures have like grades to them, and there was one that was graded low and had the issue that mine had. But
Yeah.
not only did they replace it, they like covered all the shipping charges, everything, and it finally came in. So I have a actual like proper, not broken Shenlong Gundam to go with my wing Gundams.
Well, that's awesome.
You were never supposed to have the broken one to begin with.
I know.
Yeah.
But yeah, they never admitted fault, but they at least they replaced it and covered all the shipping and everything. Then, during all of the haul-a-thon stuff, I only found one. I want two of them, though. I did find my big beefy boy, the Foot Enforcer.
I hate
Oh.
you. I hate you for that. I am so jealous. I
Yeah.
wanted those figures so bad.
Yeah, I mean they're gonna be everywhere. They're not exclusive, so we'll be able to get more
Don't
eventually.
jinx it. Don't jinx it.
I mean they're not supposed to be.
Yeah, but you army builders are gonna take them all.
I just want a second one of him, and then I want like maybe 3 of that ultimate foot soldier. I've already got like 9 Utrum bots. I don't need to army build these two.
How much more?
It does bug me that they came out with these 3 with the burgundy shirts and not Shredder though.
He's coming.
From that,
he's got to be coming.
The
There's no
battle
way.
damage one?
because that's
No, just in
4
general.
was the one thing that I was
like
like
releasing.
I never got, and I was like, man, I regret not getting that 4-pack.
I foresee an ultimate one coming where he's gonna have more accessories or something, or it might just be a straight up re-release. But because especially with them making the burgundy a different shade, like a little bit darker, no way they're not making Shredder. They'll make the Shredder and they'll make the battle damage Shredder. Gotta cash in on those molds. NECA don't do that. So, ironically, this last thing I'm gonna show, I found and bought all 3 of these for accessories, and I'm already in the process of selling the remains to recoup my money.
Oh my god, you're selling the remains?
Yes. So I was at Target, and they had the latest wave of classified figures. So I picked up this dude. I think his name's like Franklin or something.
Airborne.
Airborne, but
I don't know.
What?
I don't know. He had a
bad
bunch
name.
of things on his.
it's Franklin Airborne Tall Tree. They use their real names to get around copyright issues, but yeah, it's just Airborne.
Okay. I don't remember this guy's name, but I imagine it was probably something racially insensitive.
Chauncey.
Quick kick.
Yep, that's what I figured.
I was
So
like, Chauncey's not bad. What do you mean?
picked him up,
Sean.
and then of course picked up Boa,
Oh yeah,
Big Boa.
Big Boa. Yeah,
dude, he looks straight up like a Daredevil villain.
right. He's like, especially with like the bondage and shit. Like,
There is
So
Daredevil
what
that looks like
what
him. And I can't
pieces
remember.
are you what remains are you selling off?
well, so I mean the figures themselves, because the stuff I already kind of kept. So I wanted the Rocky Balboa head.
Okay.
I wanted the dumbbells.
Okay.
I decided I want the bloody wrapped hands.
Okay.
And then for quick kick, literally the only, well, I guess I ended up keeping something else. I kept his karate chopping hands just because I was like, yeah, it gives me options. But I mostly just wanted the fucking chocolate bar. And then Franklin.
I think you're kind of crazy.
I'm very
Yeah.
You need
crazy.
to
You
get
have
a
no
3D
idea.
printer. I think you need to buy a 3D printer.
You have no idea. But then I have to
Yeah.
learn how to paint. I'm not good at that. And then I am keeping the little silenced pistol from Franklin. And
Airborne.
Yeah, sure.
It's
There's something else, but I
Franklin.
can't. I don't think it's on my desk. I think it's over.
Are you gonna keep the little light that attaches on his helmet?
Oh, you mean the night vision thing? I'm keeping that. Yeah.
Okay.
Is that what you just lost?
Yeah.
Yeah, that I think is. I have it. I think it's over on the shelf already.
Okay.
Well,
Oh my god.
I'm keeping it under the condition I can figure out how to attach it to a different helmet, because his helmet's a brighter shade of green.
Right.
So I have to cut out a divot in one of the other helmets to see if I can get it to fit. If that doesn't work, then you can have it, assuming you don't eventually find yours.
I mean, I just dropped it, but the problem is my floor. So I don't know if anybody out there has ever seen Nature Stone. So we have Nature Stone on our floor.
Is that
here in the
speckled
basement. Yes.
Yeah.
So it's making it hard to
no.
find small accessories.
That's
It
fair.
hides
It's very nice though. It's very nice. It's comfortable to walk on. It keeps temperature nice. It's never too cool. It's never too warm. But yeah,
This week's sponsor.
yeah,
Nature.
Nature Stone.
Stone.
Should I go right into the sponsor read now? So
Yeah, if you want to go into that.
So,
For people who don't lose their accessories.
yeah, for people who don't lose their accessories, you may want to take pictures with them. And if you have an interest in toy photography, or you're looking to improve your camera skills, or simply looking for inspiration, Toytography Magazine has what you need. And they offer in-depth interviews with skilled artists, tips for lighting, composition, and other areas of photography, figure posing and working with props, and artist wall contests, and more. Quarterly magazine is available in digital and print. You can visit their website at www.toytographymag.com. We are also welcome. You guys are all welcome to join the Toytography Magazine Facebook page, where you can share your photos, discuss tips, participate in contests. We'll see you there, along with Michael, who keeps saying he might write an article, but I think that magazine has already gone to print.
No, it hasn't. It doesn't go to print until June, and I'm pretty sure I'm writing this article.
Do you need
Right on.
ChatGPT?
I'm gonna need spell check, that's for sure. Because like I've already had a couple meetings with them, and we've discussed like the plan, and I don't think it's gonna be one article. I think it's gonna be a series of articles.
That's
Oh,
cool.
man.
It keeps escalating. I'm just like, oh no, what have I done? But I don't know. I mean, it's exciting. I'm gonna be doing basically just Photoshop tips for toy photography. So hopefully it won't be anything too crazy, because I am not a well-worded person. For anyone who's watched this for the past almost 4 years, I'm sure you know.
Say it isn't so.
But yeah,
Part
anyway,
of reading, or part of writing, is reading. So
listen, Jamar, you're not
I
great
can
either. I don't want to
understand.
hear it.
I am.
You can't even say the channel's name right, so I don't want to hear it.
It's not my words. If it's my words, it's different.
I don't know what that means, but
Like, if I write it, I'll get it perfect. But if I'm reading someone else's words, it's difficult.
He is the perfect person.
he is the perfect
Right.
person. He does no wrong.
You can't argue with that.
Before we move on to the perfect person, Roz or Raish, I guess, depending on your preferred pronunciation. 2010. Airborne is my favorite of the wave. Bo looks like a wrestler. He kind of does. And then Big Troy's Collectibles. What's good, people? How's it going, man? So, Jamar, what did you bring for us this week?
Oh, for the show and tell. Not really story time, but Michael found something for me,
Oh, yeah.
and I was like, "Oh, sweet, yes, I need that." And so I sent him the screenshot, and he got it. So he had
Yes, the infamous screenshot that made me look like an asshole at the fucking self-checkout.
Didn't know it expired. It was
He sent me the same one he sent you,
barcode
Nate, and then I'm sitting there trying to like ring out with it, and it's like, sorry, this code expired. And I'm just like texting him, like, all right, fuck, I'm calling him.
It's good that it does.
Yeah.
Very good that it does.
Otherwise, Nate could have gone on a shopping spree.
It's technically my wife's target card, so that's fun. But yeah, so I have Samurai. Well, I got the Adventure Pack, so I try to show both of them together. But the other one, Donnie's in a really cool pose. So again, my light didn't. Well, it's still kind of blowing it out a little bit. But it's pretty rad. Yeah. I keep seeing like a lot of photos online of people buying multiple packs of these and then putting their heads on there, and I'm like, that's a level of dedication that I just can't understand. That's like
It's almost like
$60.
buying like a $25 figure for a chocolate bar.
Fuck you.
Almost.
Yes, it is. It is.
Almost.
But I can sell the rest
I
of
like-
that for like most of what I spent. So realistically, I only spent probably like $5 on my chocolate bar. And my hands, my Cry Chop hands. They're Cry Chop.
That's this big. But yeah, I like Mikey a lot though. I don't think I'm gonna do a head swap. I think I'll keep it that way. But the main actual reason why I wanted the 2-pack was for my boy Donnie right here. And he's got the little face, which you can't really see because his helmet. So I'll just pop off his helmet.
So
You can see his face.
I guess I didn't realize that they were character swapped. So
Yeah,
like, did they
Wait,
think
what do
they
you
did that
mean?
on purpose? Like, because originally the Spaceman Raph was Raph.
Oh, okay,
and Samurai Leo,
And then Leo.
then
these are apparently completely original,
Right.
Yeah,
like,
original
characters,
ideas
but like,
from NECA.
yeah, it's like original, like how a Super 7 Ultimate is original. Yeah, I get what. Yeah, but it's
I mean,
smart
at least
because they're
NECA like swapped it for like copyright like reasons,
yeah,
like
Yeah.
for legal
Yeah.
purposes. This is astronaut Donatello.
Well, it's the same thing they did for the monsters.
Yeah,
They started
yeah, I guess that's fair.
but I think that was just them wanting to like be different in general.
well, this is
I think Play
basically,
is being wieners.
I mean, that's probably possible too.
but
They
honestly, I was just gonna say I would love more of these in the Toon line because like I'm completely
sure you
tapped
will.
out on most of like the other Toon stuff, but I like the idea of like just recreating something that wasn't in the TV show. You know, that's kind of cool. So it's really neat. The one thing I will say is I watched a review on this, lovely jetpack here, which God, the white balance is just all over the place. But I was like, oh yeah, someone did a review and said it broke, and I was like, well, I guess I'll be careful with that. And I put mine in and took it out and stuff. I was like, yeah, mine's pretty sturdy.
Immediately
Well, I
broke.
was going to put it on the shelf, and it was like kind of sticking out a little bit. I was like, let me push that in, and it broke. And so I super glued it like the peg back to the back of this, and it's good now. But I'll never take this off because it's terrifying. But that's just like, my NECA luck is normally
Yeah, because
it
what was it?
breaks,
The last
so.
thing was the samurai turtles. Like immediately, rafts just fell apart in your hands.
Yeah. Not to mention Metalhead that we were trying so hard to
Oh
get.
my god, that
finally
stupid
get it,
switch on the back
falls
yeah.
off the shelf, the switch breaks. It was like, great.
That
Great,
switch
great,
is so
great.
tiny.
Yeah. I was like, there's no super glue in that thing back on there either. So it's gone. But that would have been it. But then I forgot about this thing coming in that I also love. And it's another shout out to my boy Donnie, because I have my not Ninja Turtle.
Oh yeah, I need to
My
order that.
Donatello. Which again, like just for size comparison to like a NECA figure, because this one's the bigger of the two so far. But it is
Oh,
like
it's itty bitty.
it's tiny. It's tiny. But I kind of like love it in its own scale. It doesn't like work with anything else that I have, of course, but that's kind of not the point. But this one looks so cool. I love like the
robot arm just holding a fucking
robot
knife.
arm. It's just so
That
cool.
is awesome, actually.
It is really, 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 really cool.
I saw
It's
the
really cool.
solicitations for
Mikey, not Mikey.
The Mikey.
not Mikey.
Yeah.
Summer, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And then the accessory pack that goes with it. Those look great, but that looks incredible.
Yeah, I think so far, like I like Donnie the best as far as the turtle because it's not a turtle, it's not a Ninja Turtle, but I like Donnie the best as the Ninja Turtle. But as the samurai,
tortoise.
I think Leo's is like the best, like his actual like the samurai head that comes with it. But yeah, I really really love this line.
Well, not
And-
Mikey. He doesn't even look like a samurai. He just looks like more of a
he's
ninja
like-
because he gets like a ninja mask.
Which that one might be my least favorite of the non Ninja Turtle faces, but the only thing that bugs me with that one is the yellow eyes. I think the eyes and like the teeth just look kind of weird instead
Yeah,
of
he's
just
got a little
being
bit of that
white.
that
And I'm just hoping that's just
liver failure.
maybe it won't look like that. Jaundice.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
a little jaundice. Yeah, that's what it is.
But I'm hoping that maybe the actual figure isn't that bad.
You just can't
Only
live those
one thing.
turtles, man. They either have like really bad acne problems, or they have jaundice, or they have those spots like the movie ones from back in the day.
Bumpy.
That's all I have. That's it, just those two.
I was gonna say that
Three?
Space Donatello reminds me of the 2000 series space figures.
Oh.
If you it looks like
Now I need to see like it, like even the suit. Oh, okay.
You're talking about 2003?
Yeah, 2003 outfits. I mean, not Donnie in particular, but it's kind of like oh shoot, I lost it.
See, I'm trying to. Oh yeah, well, that's Super 7.
That's what you mean.
Oh yeah, I see it.
I mean, it kind of reminds me of that.
Yeah,
in
it's on
some
that
way.
shelf, yeah.
Yeah, the only thing that really like looks different is, does he have like his like purple colors on his shoulders and hips and stuff, or is it
Like
On.
he's got a
Donatello.
gold body.
Oh yeah, it's,
Oh yeah, that was cool.
well,
It's just
that's Leo. Never
very
mind.
similar. I'm gonna have to buy that now.
It's
The
honestly
2-pack
really
or that
cool.
old one?
That 2-pack. Super
luck.
7 will make the old ones.
Good luck. Everyone's buying like 7 of them so they can have every turtle and their cousin as a spaceman and a samurai.
Eldon had a whole bunch of them today.
Really? Well, never mind then.
Bunch of Pizza Club too.
Good. I'm glad that
So
they're-
much for
Remember how
one or two a store, because
Yeah, 1 or 2 a shipment.
yeah,
Well, at least it's changing and not like the.
Well, if they should flood the stores with anything, it should be
The turtles.
those the club ones.
oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
No,
Those should be available like pretty much all the time. Those should
Forever.
be evergreen.
Yeah.
well, they're supposed to be for people who missed out, so they should
Right.
be there all the time.
Which pisses
right?
me off because that makes no sense considering the fact that they don't come with changeable heads. It's like, here,
That'll be
if you missed out, here's your turtles with just one expression.
Well, you missed out on having the multiple
Yeah.
expressions.
I don't know what to tell you. You waited
There'll
too
be
long.
more
You get,
typi-
you
there'll
get
be-
this and you'll be happy.
Yeah. And then when there's other packs, then you just have to buy those because those will have the heads that are swappable, and then you can take those other
Well,
heads
No,
and just
you won't be able
toss them in the trash.
You won't be able to do that either because they'll change the shade of green for a 6th fucking time.
I was just going to say, however, it will go back from shiny to matte, and you will never know.
You mean back
You
from
will
matte
never
to
know which
shiny?
one you're getting. Yeah.
And then it'll
Okay.
be back to Matt and then to Glenn.
What
And
they will
then
never have
Jake-
is a tiny little chocolate bar, though.
That is true.
Why
which
is everyone
actually- it's
so fucking hateful to my chocolate bar?
not hateful?
Not
just
hateful.
It's not hateful.
concerned.
It's just like
I think
it's
it's-
awesome.
Look at this.
concerned.
It's got a little wrapper coming off it.
What type of chocolate bar do you think that is? That looks like a I was
Oh,
gonna
It's a
say
fudgy.
cake.
It's a fudgy
Who?
bar.
a fudgy
a
bar.
Fudgy bar.
yeah,
That's he used to
That's
do
what-
commercials for.
the fudgy bar.
Oh, like actual. Okay.
I don't know. This is a great accessory, and it was enough to get me to buy a figure I had zero interest in. Just,
Yeah, I guess.
Chocolate bar.
I hate all 3 of you. I'm so glad that I'm not gonna be here next week.
I didn't even really.
We're glad too.
say
Yeah,
anything.
we're glad.
What'd you buy, Corey?
What did I buy?
I hope you bought a fucking chocolate bar.
No. So I ordered this off of Amazon, and then I remember getting an email saying, "Hey, your product is shipped," and then like 3 weeks went by, and I was like, "Where did that ever go?" So I contacted them, and their policy is like super weird because it even said like on the shipment, it was like, "Yeah, this is probably lost." But I went and it's like, click here to get a return or replacement. And you click on it, and then it's like, all right, here's your return label. And I was like, how am I supposed to return it when I don't have it? Right. So I had to get a hold of their customer service, and they were still like, all of their like AI customer service was
Sucks.
constantly like, here's your return label. Here's your return label. Here's your return label. I was like, I don't know what to do. And I finally
Just
got
start shouting
hold of,
agent at it.
person. Yeah, you start yelling at it. But it was weird because they sent me out another one, and it came like in a day. So I got the Jada Mega Man.
Ooh.
Ah,
I'm sorry, what'd you
Cool.
call it?
Jada? What do you call it?
I've only ever heard it
Jada?
called Jada.
Jada? I don't know.
Well, I've only ever
I'm
heard it called
saying-
airborne.
You know,
Where's the fucking box? Where's the fucking...
It's right here.
Yeah.
I see.
Franklin.
But-
It says Franklin.
I know, but it's airborne.
All I know is I looked at the store and I was like, who the fuck's Franklin? And I was like,
I'm gonna call Monty.
It's Franklin. Be careful how you say that, because you know who fucking Franklin is, and that's not him. Franklin is a turtle
he is a
or
turtle,
whatever.
but he's not a Ninja Turtle.
Oh, but that would be awesome. I kind of want a Franklin toy now.
Mhm.
Well, buy another samurai pack and make a
Yeah.
samurai Franklin.
Space Franklin.
Space
Space
Franklin.
Franklin.
Oh,
And
boy.
then this came in the mail. Hasbro Pulse exclusive. But somebody online posted a picture of right next to Wasp and a picture of Amber Heard, and I cannot unsee it. It looks so much like her. It's
oh my
like
god, it
crazy.
does. Yeah.
I mean, that's Amber Heard.
Yeah, that's
That's-
unfortunate.
And it's her like signature look of like I don't
Like,
give a fuck.
Yeah, like I don't want to be
You know?
here.
It's
I just
crazy.
pooped
Like,
in your
like
bed.
that doesn't even look like the same person. That looks like just like a happier person with the hair.
The unmasked head that looks like Rita from Doom Patrol.
It does. Oh my god, that's crazy. Who does Pym look like? He looks like a
white
wife
guy.
beater.
Jesus.
Well,
But this set was awesome. I couldn't buy it quick enough. But then after I bought it, I was like, oh my god, they tricked me into getting the stretch goals, buying the stretch goals separately for Giant Man, because this is totally what this should have been.
Yep.
These were the stretch goals. So now I'm mad.
But you know
about
what would happen is they would put those at the end of the road, and it wouldn't have got there, and then you would have been mad because you wouldn't have gotten them.
Well, I mean, Giant Man went through without him.
Yeah,
So-
but he didn't get all of the stretch goals.
He would have if it was a figure instead of a stupid faceplate.
I don't know.
Either way.
I mean, I think they were banking really hard on the fact that the Secret Invasion show was going on. And they're like, oh yeah, people really gonna want that scroll head. And then like a lot of people didn't like the show, so no one gave a fuck about the scroll head.
Terrible show. Terrible.
I didn't
It's
hate it.
more fun than the Scroll show.
See, I thought the scroll would have been fun just because they have so many other like characters as scrolls already that they're releasing, so you could have like your
Yeah,
Scrolls versus Avengers.
you're all about the army building, aren't you?
I am. Accessories and army
Right.
building, it's a problem.
I don't believe I showed this guy off when I originally bought him, but if I did, sorry. But I opened him up finally, and this is the coolest.
oh, he's
Marvel
great.
ever.
Oh yeah, I don't think you showed
Right.
him off, but I feel like Nate probably did at some point, right?
Oh, okay.
I feel like I've
Yeah.
seen him.
I showed him.
Did I?
No,
I?
no, Nate did.
Oh.
No, I did.
This is just confusing.
Anyway, but I tried to like we're all like buying the same thing, so I'm like trying to like think of things that
It
You
doesn't
guys
matter. Me and
Oh,
Jamar actively show off the same turtles in the same show, so like.
But I hope that this is a shade of things to come for Marvel Legends, like showing off, like making like these weird properties that people have kind of forgotten about, like because this is not a Marvel dude, right? Like this he fits way more in with like Masters Universe,
Mm-hmm.
Star, you know. That's also like a double-edged sword because he's smaller than all of those lines. So then that's kind of where I'm like at like being like a scale Nazi a little bit, because now I'm like I want to display him with the Masters Universe, but he just doesn't look right at all. So I just absolutely love him though. I mean, so cool. And then my last thing is I applied for the equals drawing at McFarlane. And
So explain what this is, because you were talking about it in our group chat. I've never heard of this before.
So McFarlane understands that like people are, you know, these platinum figures come out like on his website and then they sell out like that, right? So if they're sold out, they're sold out, but he has this like third party company like try to I guess it kind of tries to take out the scalper aspect of it. So you apply for this drawing, right? And then you go into like this random generator or whatever, and then if you win, like, so you know, McFarlane already has all my payment information or whatever. So then if you win one of the platinum figures, like, and you apply for each figure, like whatever you want. Like he'll come out with all these different platinum figures, and then it's like, okay, I want to apply for this one and apply for this one. So, you know, and then if you win, then it's like, hey, you won, you're going to get one shipped. And then they charge you your card and then you get it.
Why not just do that the first time around? Is my question. Like that seems like a great system to just have in place as the go-to instead of being an after the fact thing.
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess it would piss people off too, because if they were like, "Well, I was on your website right when it came on," you know. So I don't know. You can't make it everybody happy, but I think it's kind of a neat.
Could just make the platinum editions what they're supposed to be, and make them chase figures. Have to go to the fucking store and hope that the store gets it.
Yeah, well,
and then they'd even matter.
Those are
that's not helping.
Those are now those are now really hard to do too. Like I feel like when McFarlane first started, chase figures were like super easy to get. And now it's like
nobody wanted them back then.
Nobody, yeah.
Because the figures were terrible to begin with, and then the chase figures were usually something that wasn't like it was like a gold Batman.
Yeah,
like it wasn't like a variant of a costume.
But now they got variants that are actual different characters, and that bugs the hell out of me. But so I applied for one and I won. So I got Hal Jordan Spectre. I'm very happy with, because I absolutely loved this run of Spectre. I thought it was so cool. So yeah, he's not. No.
Why don't you open your figures?
Not this one. I've
gold
opened
label.
the regular Spectre, but this guy is definitely not getting open. So there you go. But yeah,
that's okay. Nate never opened his fucking Batman either, so I still don't know about that wired game.
And he said he was going to. He said he was going to, and he never did. But whatever. I think it's kind of a neat way to get hard to find figures, but I've applied for 3 now, and this was the only one that I actually won. So
it's not bad, 1 out of 3.
Yeah,
and it's not like, I mean, it's more than a normal figure. I think it's $39, so it is more expensive if you do win. But I didn't realize. I looked online, and that figure, they're selling them now for like $150 or something. So
that's why you're not opening, because you're gonna sell it.
I'm not opening it because a lot of my platinum figures I still have in boxes.
Because you're gonna sell.
And I just don't have enough room on my like normal shelf for them. Don't grill me.
Yeah, he's trying to. Like,
I gotta try to put it on somebody else for a change.
He's trying.
Because despite the fact that Nate consistently sells shit all the time, it's still somehow always me.
I think it's more about the spedidity of how quickly you sell something.
Spedidity?
I'm glad that you just made up a word to describe it.
It's true though. Oh, what's this? What did I have right here to show off?
Oh my god, he actually opened it.
The wired cape. Look at this detail right here.
That's one point that it was behind his monitor, so he probably wasn't actually going to show it off till we called him out.
No, I was. I don't have him do anything. I mean, I have him doing like this, like because he's the creature of the night. But you know,
it almost looks like he's trying to smell it.
He's like,
smell the
yeah.
He's like, you smell that water?
Fabric softer.
Is that dog shit?
God damn it!
But it looks good. It looks good.
Yeah.
Is it like how well does it pose when you bend it? Like, is it like able, like if you were to have it like like up, would it stay up, or is it like a flimsy wire where it kind of like drops down?
And how big is it?
It's big. Yeah, it stays up.
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty big.
Yeah.
Swear to me.
You ever think Christian Bale's Batman wasn't wearing his outfit and he still had the Batman voice going on, like just as Bruce Wayne? And they're like, Bruce, what's going on, dude?
Mm-hmm.
He was so tired that he forgot. And...
So, a couple things here. This I received a while ago. Friend of the show, the BFC, picked this up for me, and I kind of forgot about it. Kind of like the movie itself, but I did want to complete this out, and that's the Halloween Ends. Yeah. Yeah.
Did I see the last one?
Yeah, you don't need to. Yeah.
I can't believe you just
got the really great
that movie.
You know, he found it and he's like, "You want it?" And I was like, "Yeah," because I need to have it. And I didn't hate
I
the
would have
movie like
given
a
you
lot of
mine.
people. No, you wouldn't have. It
I
was
would've.
$40.
It was
And it
$40.
just-
I'm selling mine.
I mean, it's NECA.
Nobody
36,
wanted it. That's why he was able to
34.99.
find it.
Yeah.
I bought mine before the movie came out, and then I just
No, you didn't. This just came out.
No,
This just came out. Yes, it did.
No,
Yes.
it didn't.
Wait, the movie came out like how long ago?
Like,
Yeah, the
like
movie
2 years ago.
Owned it when the movie came out.
No, Kills came
Oh.
out when it came out.
I don't think so. I think it
Yeah?
might be pre-release.
No,
You're crazy.
no, because everybody was like saying like, "Hey, where's the ends figure?" And it was like a year after the movie came out, they like showed it off because it's not that different. There's very little difference. It's just
I
his
feel
mask
like
is a little more.
A little
ever
crustier.
I've been trying to sell it.
I will bet you like $20 you don't have this.
I will go upstairs right now and find it.
Do it. I want to see who gets the
You want me to do it?
$20. Yeah.
I don't know, but either way, I have it. But it did just come out here recently. I would say probably within the last, probably the beginning of this year or late December of last year.
Because if I would have seen it and then bought it, that doesn't make any sense because I hate that
Right.
movie.
So Fig
Right.
Fan
But it
Samurai says
definitely
Halloween
like it.
3 Fig was
Definitely
in my target months
Was
ago.
not out
I don't know if that
before the
helps.
movie came out. Absolutely, because it just came out.
Well, months ago
I
would
don't
be
know.
from today.
Yes.
What's
Is that
that?
what you're saying?
Oh, Fig Fan
Yeah, I would
Samurai
say
says
someone-
Halloween 3 Fig was in my target months ago. I don't know if he means this one or if he means, is there a Halloween
I mean,
3 figure?
It has a 2023
He said
date on
yes.
the box itself.
He says, yes, December of last year, which
Yeah.
is more than 3 months ago at this point.
Either way,
Barely.
movie-
This is April.
either
I mean,
way,
if it was December, that's 4 months ago.
Okay.
Okay.
4
so-
months is so much
That's a
different than-
quarter of a year.
unless
Look
he
how-
saw it, unless it was December 31st.
I'm just saying, Nate said that this just came
It's-
out, making it sound like it was like it came out with Haulathon or something. So I'm just like confused.
what's funny is that I am the one that was like, "No, I have that," and now I'm like, "I don't care. You guys yell at him."
But wait, when did the movie come out?
2 years ago.
So that's still, if
Oh yeah,
The
like
movie
it still
came out
came out
2
well.
years
Yeah,
ago,
yeah, it's still
and
well
it
after.
came out in
yeah.
December, then that
October
just
of
came out.
2022.
So
Yeah, in
that
comparison,
just came out.
this just came out.
You
Well,
wanna
Fig
hear
Fig
some-
Fan Simmer says that's definitely not just came out. Ha 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 ha.
In comparison to the movie,
But in
Anyway,
comparison
just
to
came out.
relative
Also-
time.
Also not just recently out. I did get this from Amazon because it was like $16.
That's not bad.
uh,
You're keeping it on.
So, no, I just haven't opened it yet.
I figured you were
I don't
wanting it
care.
for that version of Wolverine. So I was like, I don't think you.
Yeah,
do
I want
those
this version of
ones.
Wolverine, and now I'm starting to get a little bit like scared because I missed out on the X-Men '97 one. So
I don't know if it's still available. Big Bad Toy Store had them for pre-order because I have one for pre-order.
no, they're maybe be re-releasing them. So
Yeah.
I have not thus far bought any GI Joe retro classified.
Uh-oh. What did you buy?
Because I haven't had the need to. But they released Recondo, and this is the first time that they've done a retro figure of like like a traditional version. So there was the Tiger Force version, and now this is the retro, which is the original version. So I wanted to get this. It's awesome.
He's pretty dope.
He's a cool character. And honestly, Hasbro, you could make a killing just selling us these stands.
that came with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
wild.
So with that being said,
He
I
then
wanted
had to
pick
buy
this
all of
one
them.
up. No, definitely not. I did pick up this one, and it looks really good. It's just
I just love
I don't know.
the
I actually-
presentation of having all of the accessories in the window like that. That just looks so cool.
it looks really great, and it's the traditional Scarlet. I never hated the first one, and I like them a little different, and this is a little too
the same.
the same.
Well, I mean, that's the point of
Um,
that one, though, is to be the same.
Right. So I just don't know if it's for me yet. That's why I haven't opened it. I don't know. I don't know. Like those early figures that came out, I definitely like the figures, but not the weapons. More so, like the weapons were dumb. But I don't
like
know.
laser blasters?
I mean, I
Choo, choo,
do,
choo.
but I don't need, my, I don't need all my characters to have them, if they didn't. So, yeah. So I don't know how I feel about that one yet. But then Monday I was out at a Walmart. BFC told me they were out there over the weekend. He had heard, so I actually picked up a few vintage collection figures. So I got Professor David Tennant as a robot.
Ooh.
Twang.
Oh, that's so
Twang.
cool.
I got CNN's Don Lemon as a Mandalorian. He's not on CNN anymore.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, I was gonna say.
and then I got Day at the Beach Grogu. So,
Wait, no, wait.
Why does the carrot
Got
look like
his-
a beach ball?
he's got a beach ball. He's got his little swim shirt. So yeah, he's got the card. Even shows him at the beach.
Oh my god.
He's having a good day.
Hilarious.
Is that the smallest
Having a good
version
day.
they've made of him? Because he looks even smaller there than usual.
I mean, this is the third or fourth vintage collection Grogu. It's starting to get it's like, come on, guys, like stop.
That was like 30 cents
Malibu
worth
bar.
of.
Yeah. And then, so I actually needed or wanted some Super 7 reaction figures, and I couldn't find them, and they were sold out everywhere.
Oh.
And so
Use the Transformers?
Nandor, friend of the show, was actually going to be in San Francisco. So I was like, hey, if you stop at the Super 7 store, grab me any of these if you see them. And he did. So he got me Bert and Ernie.
Oh, those are cool.
They're
those are really
very
cool.
cool.
He comes with the rubber
Though
ducky.
right after he got back, they went back up on Super 7's website. So I do have to get the count and get the Yip Yip Martians. But these will be opened at least at some point when I get my Fisher Price Sesame Street playset that I want to get for them. So that's my plan with these. So I'm
Okay.
actually going to open these, and these will go with like my Muppets or something like that. So,
That's dope.
and then finally, I did have one other thing. I stopped at Ollie's.
Good stuff.
I stopped at an Ollie's at work when I was working that I had never been to before. And I had bought a couple of those like retro Star Wars figures. And I was like, man, it sucks. I never find Darth Vader from Obi-Wan. And then I was there and there was a whole case of them. So I grabbed one. So he's really cool. I mean, this would be what Kenner would have done as an updated Darth Vader after Return of the Jedi with the cloth cape and the holding of the lightsaber instead of coming out of his hand. But so he was cool, especially for $3. I will pay this for these. I am part of the problem because I won't buy them new.
Oh, it's because aren't they like $20 or something like that, or 15?
They're 10.
I thought they were
10.
more, but okay.
They may have tried to make them more, but they went back to 10, and even that isn't really doing that great. And then my final thing is, yes, Franklin with his missing light. So,
Now,
Okay,
where
let's
was
you
the
have
light
the
supposed
goggles
to be?
cover on the goggles.
yeah, well, I have to have the goggles covered them up now because the light was supposed to attach up on this.
Okay.
This
I was like, is
helmet
it
thing
big
there.
enough to notice that it's missing? But yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you
that's
can change
pretty
it out.
large.
So, like, it's like,
Okay.
and other people have helmets that have that divot, not the same divot.
It's not as deep.
but right, because they don't actually put anything in there.
Yeah.
It's supposed to
Okay.
just look like the helmets that you can do that to.
I gotta
it just
say, I
doesn't.
thought you were gonna be able to simply just pop it in. Not the case. So I'm like,
I mean, mine fit in fine just for a second,
and then you
and then
lost
I hit it, and it went flying.
Well, I'm talking about pop them into the other helmets. Because I was like, oh,
Oh,
sweet,
yeah,
they
yeah,
all
yeah.
have that. I can just pop this in. Nope.
Yeah,
Nope.
nope, it's decoration only.
Yep. So I'm like, I'm gonna
So,
have to
yeah.
get an X-Acto knife and cut that bitch out and see if we can get it in that way.
I saw that you got your Scarlet at GameStop,
Yes,
and I'm always I don't ever want to try to return stuff to GameStop. I just always feel like the people just
You're
give
gonna
you
run them out of
dirty
business?
looks.
Oh.
They just give you dirty looks. They're like, "What's wrong with it? You don't want it anymore?" I got mine. At
yeah,
Target.
Well, you know
Right.
why that is? It's because the only employee there is the store manager, and if the sales are down, their bonuses go down, so they actually care.
Like
Yeah.
right before he walked in, he was definitely looking at the sales that day.
I saw the Duke, and I'm not getting the Duke. I like the original one that came out. I just swapped out his gun.
Ironically,
he's
I
not
almost bought
different
the Duke for
enough.
the accessories.
Yeah,
I got the
he's
Duke
not
and the
different
Scarlet.
enough.
I have
Are you not getting Recondo?
I will get Recondo eventually, but I just feel like he will be the easiest one still to find.
He will probably be the least
Because he's for the
sought
hardcore
after.
fan. He's for the hardcore
Yeah.
fan.
Yeah.
That's why I think that they're not going to make a regular release for Recondo. I don't think.
No, this is it.
Yeah.
This is it. Yeah. No, I agree, because they did the Tiger Force version, and it was an exclusive, which was weird because it was like technically a new character. But yeah, this is the way to get him back out, and yeah, it's not coming out any other way.
Yeah, I picked mine up at Ross for like $7, and
The Tiger Force one.
yeah. So I was like, yeah,
Yeah,
my
but I
kid
definitely
needs
would love
a
more of these
mustached
cans.
Aussie.
Yeah, I mean, he was so. I mean, back in the '80s, I mean, who didn't want like an Australian Indiana Jones? Like, hell yeah.
Of course.
Speaking of like discount stores, if you guys, I've decided now, like after they're pretty much all gone, that I want to get another Fire Lord to open him up. So if you guys see a Fire Lord at Ollie's, let me know.
Firelord?
The Fantastic Four Fire Lord.
Oh, I was
okay.
like, what the? I didn't know there was a Fire Lord G.I. Joe.
Sorry.
Yeah, I go to a lot of. I come across a lot of weird ollies at work, so I'll keep my eyes open.
I haven't been to Ollie's in like over a month.
When you were going to all
Some would say that was recently.
I would probably say that's pretty recently.
Well, I didn't say I haven't been to Ollie's in 4 months.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be
Yeah.
not so recent.
Because it's crazy to say 3 months when you mean 4 months. So stupid.
I was more just pointing out that 4 months isn't like it just came out. That's what I was pointing out.
I was just pointing out.
But
that I
3
hate
months
that.
is?
You know what? At least I got my chocolate bar.
You did get because I don't have him yet. Because I have a custom that Chris made me that is really awesome out of a Shang-Chi. And I'm like, do I really even need that one? So I don't know.
I feel like it's really close to the same figure.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's like you're comparing.
if anything,
green
yours will
to red.
probably be a little more beefy because he's very slender and he's got like a really long torso.
That is
Yeah,
a
he
long.
does.
That's abnormally long.
Yeah.
Maybe
Like
you just need to pull his belt up. Maybe pull
his
Yeah.
belt is molded to his crotch. You can't
Oh.
pull shit up. Yeah.
You pull it down.
I mean, I could pull his fucking torso off, but I don't think I'd pull it down.
What was
Mostly
his
it's
name
got
again?
loops in the back for the nunchucks, which is cool. But the nunchucks are the plastic, so like, I feel like it's just gonna look weird.
Yeah.
Folded up in the back. And his backpack
His
does
name is
have,
Quick Kick.
Yes,
Quick kick. I was thinking quick feet. And I had a jump.
did
but
come
quick
with,
kick is a little bit different.
He's Big Lob's buddy.
this cool little ninja star effect piece.
Oh, that's cool.
You want to know something weird about the Halloween Ends movie? Have you guys seen that? Have you guys all seen that movie?
I'm not a horror movie person,
I
so
think.
Oh, okay. So in the beginning of the movie, the character's name's Corey, right? And he's walking around like the opening scene, and he's got a jacket on that normally when you had those types of jackets have like a name here, like that's their name, and it says Holiday on it. And I was like freaking out the first time I
Oh,
saw
wow.
it. I was like, why does he have that jacket on? Like, it was like so messed up because later on in the movie they say his name is like something else, but I was still that first 10 minutes I couldn't think about anything other than, oh my god, this character has my name. It was so weird to me.
And it was about 10 minutes in that you went, oh, something's wrong here.
No, I actually like that opening sequence. I thought it was neat.
No, but I mean the opening sequence is great, but like after that, you're like, wait a minute. Like right after that, you like start to think like,
Maybe
something's
I
not
didn't
right.
see this.
Like, yeah, it was weird. I personally, my personal belief about that movie is that it was actually written by AI.
It's very possible.
I really feel like it, because the characters don't act like they were written. Like, they just are, like, every scene.
Are you sure it wasn't written by George Lucas?
No.
Well, it definitely
every scene is a
doesn't.
different Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah,
Jamie
it
Lee Curtis
definitely
acts
doesn't.
different from each scene.
It doesn't feel like the people who made this last one watched the other two, let alone were the same person.
Which is weird because they made them.
Yeah, they were the same person and they made the other two. But it's like
whatever.
it felt like they didn't even see them. It's kind of like Rob Zombie's Halloween 2.
I thought you were saying it was like the sequel trilogy.
No, it's just Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 is also like, well, this is definitely made by somebody who never saw the first one. But it's the same guy.
Like, that third one, it's as if they took the first two movies that they did make, and then they put it in AI generator, because there is a scene in Kills, I believe, where Jamie Lee Curtis, being just like a crazy old lady, goes, you know, the more he kills, the eviler he gets, or whatever. Well, then in this movie, the AI would be like, oh, that must be how it really works. And then they have Corey like holding a character, you know, holding a guy, and it's like, okay, kill him, Michael. And then Michael like kind of like stabs him like this old man, and he literally goes boop 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 and like powers up after he kills this guy. And it's like, no, that was just her talking, robot brain.
I also feel like they had the idea of making the 2018 movie and then another one to create a trilogy with the original. But the first reboot one did so much money, the studio was like, okay, take that second movie, take the last 20 minutes, and turn that into a whole third movie. And that's what they did. Because they could have just taken the ending of Ends and put that on Kills, and it would have been pretty good.
I don't know, man. It's just so weird to me. That should be studied in like film school or something.
Yeah,
it's like, what the F is this?
Like, I didn't hate it, and it was only because I was warned so heavily going into it. So like, I was like, yeah, whatever. Like, I'm, it's fine. I was not attached to it whatsoever going in. So. But had I not been warned,
another example of I think AI wrote it is that this guy, right, who is now in his 20s, is walking around this town, and the high school band comes up to him and bullies him to the point where he thinks he needs to go kill people. The high school band. He's like 24. It's so weird. It's the weirdest shit ever.
Yeah, robots don't understand how bullying works.
It's not a great movie.
It's so weird. Like he's like going out to bars with Jamie Lee's like what, granddaughter? Is it
granddaughter? Yeah,
but Jamie Lee is like treating them like they're like 10 or something.
Right.
So, she's like, you can't date him. It's like, she's almost 30. She's a nurse in the hospital.
Yeah, she's fine.
So weird.
She's fine. Weird. The lady who lived in
got on this tangent. Sorry.
Well, because I have this figure. So just blame Craig. It's all Craig's fault.
It's Craig's fault? Oh,
yeah.
I'm going to drive to his house right now.
Yeah. He should have never reminded you that he bought it because you wanted it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just one of those things where, like, I wanted to have all the Michael figures, even if I don't like all the movies. Like, I've done that in other, so it's just like,
that's fair.
We've all bought things from stuff we didn't really like, just because,
That's what we do.
That's what we do.
Might end up later on thinking, like, I actually enjoy this movie.
Yeah, I'm glad I have it, because it's a representation of Michael that, whatever. I just think it's weird that every NECA newer movie that they've come out with Halloween, they always include an alternate head that doesn't look any different than the other one that's included.
Yeah. In case you don't-
it takes like hours to figure out the difference.
What's the difference?
I don't know at this point.
Oh, I figured you took
Hasn't
the hours
had
to
it
find
for
out.
hours.
No, I haven't yet. I just opened it.
that mask is actually has Corey's head under it.
Oh, okay.
For the mask.
So
Yeah.
in chat, we've got a few things here. Fig Fan Samurai says the repaint of the original Scarlet is pretty solid. Roz says Scarlet looks awesome in her 80s style uniform. The head sculpt reminds you of Black Widow. Fig Fan Samurai, hey Nate, why is the new Eternio Webster so hard to find? Finally found him for $45, and I didn't hesitate to pay that because I hardly ever find him for sale.
Yeah, it's those. I've done it every time. Like every Masters of the Universe toy line, and Corey can back me up here. Every single toy line has a couple of waves that are just impossible, and I never take those chances. So like I order them, I pre-order them on Big Bad Toy Store every single time, and that's how I make sure I get them because I won't miss out on them.
Yep.
Because I've seen it happen too many times. I would recommend it because I don't know what distribution is going to be like going forward.
That's fair.
Just in general, like it's weird. Like I have spent the last, I don't know, 2 years deprogramming my brain to not pre-order everything and freak out. But you know, just knowing that Hasbro is cutting way back and other companies are cutting way back, it's like I'm starting to freak out and make sure I have to pre-order everything again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The Masters Universe, though, man, I don't even take chances with Amazon anymore now because I leave my Origins on the cards and they all come mangled, and then you go to get another one and it's like, oh, sorry, you can't get it anymore. So, and I don't understand why the Masterverse is not being released in stores anymore. I would think that would be the one, the line that could continue, but it's not.
Seems like Origins is the more popular one, at least as far as retail goes. But you know,
the Origins sell out within 10 minutes on El Collector, but the Masterverse stuff kind of like the Snout Spout hung around forever. I think you can
that's a great figure.
Yeah, and I don't understand because I would think Classics collectors would be getting the Masterverse stuff. I would think. But, you know, I don't know. It's all weird to me.
Northern Nomad also said GameStop is Game Flop. Fig Fan Samurai, oh my god, GameStop is so hard to return things to. Fair. Northern Nomad recent would be like 1 to 2 weeks.
Yeah,
I mean, we're
the
just
movie
gonna
came
have
out,
to
like-
we're just gonna have to disagree on comparative time frames. It was very recently in comparison to the movie release. So,
Well, here's the thing: is really Fig Fan
I feel like it
Samurai
started off not on purpose.
brought up it's wild how programmed we are to be excited for the next things. So 4-month-old releases feel like an old one.
Yep, there's that too.
That's a good point too. That's a very.
We've
good
talked
point.
about that. I remember we talked about that figuratively speaking at one point about how we're so like ingrained about these announcements and pre-orders that by the time we get them, we don't care.
Yeah. Well,
The
I think
act
that's
of
why
buying something is.
We also talked about that on this show, I think, at one point.
Yeah.
that Giant Man Wasp set was the fastest thing I've ever seen on Hasbro Pulse.
That's crazy because it went up, people ordered it, and it shipped.
Yeah. There was no like pre-order and get it 3 months from now. It was just like, wham bam, thank you, man.
And the excitement is there, when you get it quicker, and I don't know, it makes it fun, like waiting around for something to come out, like Super 7 Turtles, man. I'm like, every time I get an email from Big Bad and it's like, hey, those are going to be delayed till August now. And I'm like, oh my God, like, I don't even care. Like, how do I not even care about Triceraton now? Like, you made me that mad.
But here's the thing. Then you get that email and you're like, yeah, I know, it's delayed. Oh, it's shipping.
Oh, shit.
okay.
And you're like,
Whoa,
oh, my
okay.
wallet. I just paid $55 plus shipping.
But then you
Mhm.
get it, you're like, wow, I forgive you guys. Thanks for.
And then I open it, and then Big Bad Store goes, "Hey, we got a 30% off sale on all stuff because nobody but you bought it for $55." Dude, they just did that. They just did that a minute of like probably yesterday. They sent
Yeah,
us
I just got
thing
an
out.
email saying
They were like
I saw
crazy sale on Super 7 stuff, and it really wasn't. It really wasn't all that much.
I keep
Not
seeing
from
the
what we've
same
seen.
ones just selling.
Yeah, not compared to the $20 a piece.
I don't know. Are all of you guys part of the Neotech page?
Yes.
I don't know who on there,
I
but
am if I ever check.
somebody posted an awesome deal. Like they bought a bunch of the GI Joe figures from Entertainment Earth for like I don't know $15 a piece,
Oh,
and
wait for
they
it.
were on Neotech, and they were like, "Yep, we're selling them at the cost that we paid." So I can't remember who it was though.
Yeah.
I thought that was a pretty genuine thing to do though, not
Yeah.
Yeah.
any
That's
money
awesome.
on those.
Trying to get the best way to show off that he has his fingers cut off, but it's hard.
I assume you're talking about him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just looks like he's like doing like this, and it's
Yeah.
just weird.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, the pushing
Yeah.
the pushing 70s old man that has no superpowers that somehow is scaring me. What's that?
The other one is
Oh, his other
the other
hand.
hand. That, yeah.
What's he doing?
Looks
Is he
like a
like
little-
I'm
hey,
I'm honestly surprised Nate didn't
Hey.
have the other hand
I
just
think
like
he-
with his fingers up to his nose.
oh no! What is?
what's
Which
going
now
on?
Nate is doing based off his grin. Oh, Nate's gonna smell instead.
Oh, I should probably get
Oh man. So in the thumbnail I did promise a big announcement, so I guess I should probably pay off on that before we close out.
You
So yes, I know you guys don't pay attention, so I'm not shocked.
Not at all.
So, and you guys already know what this is anyway. So we did a poll on the YouTube channel, and
Oh.
the live stream won. So going forward, we are going to be doing alternating weeks where one week will be Onlyfigs, the next week will be a live stream of the podcast, and back and forth. And we are, which actually I wanted to bring up on the live stream itself, especially since there's now 21 of you here. Would you guys prefer it to stay at 10 o'clock, or would you prefer us to move it up to 9:30? So I know what these guys are rooting for, but I want to make sure that like the people actually viewing it like get a say. So let us know in the chat like where you stand on that. I feel like there was something else.
I can't get his arm socket back out now.
You ripped his arm off?
Damn it. No, it's just no.
Go ask Corey Strode.
Yeah.
I'm confused.
I'll
What's
do
going
that.
on. Yeah, that's the only thing I can remember about that. Also, next week I'm out of town. So, did you guys decide? Are you going to be doing Onlyfigs without me, or are you guys taking it as an opportunity to have a week off?
Oh, vacation.
I'm here
day.
either way. I'm here either way. So
Wait,
you guys, I don't care.
yeah,
Well, we just took a week off,
yeah. I
So,
mean, we
so
could try.
I'll be here.
See how it goes.
all right.
I'll
So
be here.
Michael won't be here, so it's going to be a really great show.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what they say every time. Well, then there you go. You hear it, guys. I won't be here, but they will do the live stream next week. It will just be Onlyfigs, though. I won't make you guys do an episode live.
Yeah.
Especially if it's going to be the first live episode we've done. I feel like I should be there for it. Figure and Samurai says if you move it up sooner, you'll be competing with the 3POA for viewers. I don't know that we have the same viewers. Like
The what?
Considering I don't know.
the
who
3
that
Points of
is.
Articulation podcast. That's basically like the
They have them on Wednesday nights as well.
yeah.
maybe we should
Because
tell
also
them that we're
there's
changing.
Dave Wonder has his live stream on Wednesdays too. But I mean, if you guys want us to stay at 10, that's fine. I'm just saying I don't know if we have the same viewership, just because they are very, like, I guess unless we do the podcast, they're very like more focused on like the news that's going on.
This one almost looks smiley.
He does have a little bit of a grin. He looks like the retired old man
Yeah.
who, like, he doesn't have the muscle strength to actually smile, so that's about the extent what you're gonna get.
Yeah.
I think it's funny that NECA just used a Michael Myers body for that Thanksgiving figure. They were like, they watched it and they watched the movie. And they were like, yes, they just used a jumpsuit. Right on.
So Jeff White says, "Don't think you guys have the same viewership. Don't think you shit on everything." Well, I mean that's half
No,
right.
we're very positive.
I feel like we
Very
shit on
positive.
a lot of things.
Very
but-
positive.
I would say we try to be constructive in our shitting on.
Yeah,
Like-
That's actually that's a very good point.
we also we point out like how they could do it better, what we would do, what we'd want to see. Like we turn it into a conversation instead of just being like, "This is bad, you're bad, you should feel
Yeah.
bad." Except for
Yeah,
sometimes
we
when it's Super
shit on
7,
it
at the-
with a
when it's
purpose.
Feel bad.
when it's Super 7 though, I have a more tendency to get to like you should feel bad status real quick.
Yeah, but Jamar's always in defense, and I'm always kind of a let's have a wait and see approach. So
and then
we
so
balance
Corey's
it
just
out.
kind of here hanging out, being like, I got my turtles.
Corey's the one that buys the most of them anyway. He probably buys way more Super 7 than any of us.
Oh yeah,
combined.
Jamar buys like
Oh,
one
sure.
out of every 3 waves, and he's just like their biggest white knight ever.
Mhm.
I'm a woman
I
scoring.
don't know
with,
if that's offensive.
with Super
Is that-
7. For sure.
I will say, back to the 3POA, Laser Pants is a pretty solid dude though. Like we've met him in person.
Yeah, is that why he doesn't do ours or show up to our streams anymore? Is because he's too busy with that one? Or?
I think so, but I think theirs is over
Yeah.
by our time ours is or starts though.
Uh,
Yes, you don't attack people about their opinions or their companies. Questioning is fine. That's fair. Yeah, there was that one time where I saw Boogeyman in like a comments on a Twitter thread just getting like attacked by one of the guys from that podcast. And he was just like,
Oh.
I like Laser Pants, but the rest of you suck. And then like dude just went off on him, and I was like, oh, that's a bold stance, bro.
Yeah.
Shouldn't get mad over opinions about toys.
I'm like, yeah,
Mhm.
there was a guy
Unless you
who
like Michael Myers.
used to regularly show up to the live stream just to bully me and tell Nate how great he was. So like,
Yeah,
I
miss him.
I still think it's
Yeah.
Nate's mom, but
Yeah, I do miss Eric.
Eric
yeah,
the
he
man.
shows up every now and then.
We should light the meh symbol because there'll be no Michael next week.
Oh.
I'll make sure that
I put the
thumbnail
other head back on.
says Michael's away so we can play.
Where he's missing his fingers. So I mean, it's just like the other ones, only slightly more deteriorated. But I mean, I'm not mad I have it.
I mean, it gives you the representation for each movie.
Yeah, I'm never gonna watch this movie again. Like I'm too old to be watching shit I don't love over again. Like I barely have time to watch shit I love
Fair.
over again. So, like, yeah.
That's a good point. Fifth
None
Fan
truer
Samurai says, "What
words.
happened to Spidey fan?" He's been to a couple of live streams recently. I assume he's just gotten busy, but like, I feel like he's still around. I mean, then again,
It's not-
my concept of time is not great, so who knows? It may have been 4 months.
Just recently was here. What are you talking about?
He
Yeah.
was here in December. I don't know what you're talking about.
Just recently.
But no, I feel like
Listen,
it was
man,
our last live
you
stream or
get-
a couple ago. He was here. It was like him. I feel like you, him, or Fic Fan, Spidey, and Boogeyman were all here chit chatting in chat.
What were you talking about? Like age? I feel like, right?
Yeah, there was something we were talking about where
something
it made
like-
us all feel old. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was longer ago though. I feel like that was like several weeks ago that conversation took place.
So pretty recently. It's
Yeah.
not even a joke at this
Yeah,
point.
it's
I'm
a pretty.
just-
Yeah, I'm just saying that wasn't like I was
That's
just saying. I
pretty
feel like it was just like
recently.
the last time we were live. The 3 of them were chatting.
I think
Um,
post Panazoic ooze time is
Relative.
meaningless. Like, yeah, I mean, it's just
That is true.
I've been having the problem recently that I don't like before COVID. Time is all jumbled in my head. Like everything's messed up. Like I just went to a movie marathon up in Cleveland, and they played the movie Overlord, and I was like, I love this movie. I was like, it came out in like 2012. It came out in 2017.
Jesus.
I was like, wait a minute. I'm like, I don't have a timeline anymore of whatever.
I tell you what, a problem here is because this does have, like my first inclination is to put, him in like dynamic poses, but a proper screen accurate Michael pose is as lax as you can make it. Like,
yeah.
Not even
I'm
walking.
I'm trying to squeeze his arms in because you don't want him to be standing out enough.
You don't want him doing that whole like chest puff
Yeah.
look. Yeah.
Yeah. He hasn't killed anybody yet. He can't.
Power it up.
Is that an actual sound?
Yeah, he's like this, and then he kills somebody, and he's like,
he goes like this. He kills someone, and then he's like, whoop, whoop, whoop. Like it.
Does he
it's
actually
really,
do the like an old rickety
really
roller coaster?
It's really like it's such a weird movie, Michael. You should just watch it.
Does he just take like a blue? Is it maybe more like a Blue Chew situation?
A what?
A Blue Chew situation.
And this week's sponsor we have is for Blue Chew.
How do you not know
if you
what
want
Blue Chew
to,
is? You're on the internet.
He's
You know
kayfabing
what
us. He knows what Blue Chew is.
I was gonna say.
It's like, what's Blue Chew? It's that packet
it
that
goes,
you have on your shelf right there.
Yeah, you figured it out.
Yeah.
I'm anything. You guys are the ones with the dirty minds.
I mean, it's the internet that's doing it.
Weren't you the
It's
one who
literally
almost got
like
us canceled like 3 weeks in a row for things you
in
said?
every podcast?
Hey.
Yes.
I can't bring his arms in any further.
Oh yeah, it's just not meant to happen. All right, well, chat, let us know because I don't think we ever came to a determination. Do you guys want 9:30 or you want 10? Because we've established that we do not have competing audiences with the 3 POA.
Yeah, I mean, you can leave it up to the audience. I would say that like changing it from week to week might be disruptive, especially because next week it's just going to be an Onlyfigs anyway. Mm-hmm. So will be. Are we moving both?
We move both up. They'd both be.
Or both of them at 9:30.
Yeah, everything would be 9:30. Or everything would be 10. It would just matter what each week. That's what we'd go live at. Nate, is this you in the chat?
No, it's not.
Okay, so there's another Nathan that says I'd say 9:30. I was like, are you really voting in the chat?
It's not me, but I.
That's funny because I think that same Nathan has been in the chat before when you weren't here, and I thought you were just chiming in, being like, "Sup, guys?" I'm just like, really, you couldn't show up, but you could live.
I mean,
so we got to vote for 9:30. Jeff White wants us to do 24-hour live stream. That ain't happening.
Yeah, we'll just join whenever we have a free time, Michael. You can just be on 24/7.
I mean, realistically, the four of us could barely last for the 2 hours that we were doing where we'd record and then do this. 24 hours, we'd be asleep like 2.5 hours in.
I think the last show we did, I yawned 57 times in it.
The closer we get to 11, the more yawns I get, and I always feel bad because I'm like, I don't want Nate to feel like he's boring, but I just like start yawning. So you'll see me just sit here like holding my mouth shut so I don't yawn, going.
But the entire time that we're showing everything off, you're like very, very intrigued, and then as soon as Nate's like, "Yeah, okay, I have a few things," you're like. Well, wait a minute.
Look, it's Transformers.
Yeah, I don't think it's how many episodes we record at night. It's the timing. So maybe 9:30 might be better.
Of both. Well, so now we got conflicting. So we've got Nathan says 9:30. Fig Fan says he kind of likes 10. Jeff White wants to see Nate cuddle a toy in bed. I don't know what's going on. We still need to do that sexy calendar that Nate's going to be.
Yeah.
in.
I mean, does it need to be a big toy? Is it a little toy? Like,
I mean, I have to assume it's like, I want the giant dinosaur robot.
Put put Triptychon's foot in your mouth.
What the fuck?
Okay.
Yeah.
You gotta pay extra for that. That's the actual.
Oh,
Oh God! Oh God!
That is too heavy.
Oh man, you
What
should
they all
be
say.
president. You just grabbed him by the pussy.
Jesus.
That was our last announcement.
Oh God.
Right for-
Yeah. Jeff White says Triptychon was his vote.
Tryptophan.
Tryptophan.
Maybe I'll make it another poll on the channel because I feel like that gives everyone a chance. So sometime this weekend I'll throw up a poll on our YouTube channel and you can vote if you want 9:30 or 10, and we'll decide it before I leave and I let the inmates run the asylum next week. But in the meantime, if you enjoyed this live stream, please make sure to like and subscribe. It helps us out, gets you much tutorial content in your feed. And we have recently made some changes to our Patreon. It is still patreon.com/Modern Toy Fair, but it's one tier, $1 a month, gets you any video that we pre-record will be uploaded there first. Any photos I take go there first. Photos that don't make it to Instagram because Instagram sucks and there's no point in posting on it anyway, will get posted there. Eventually I want to sell prints of those photos through Patreon. I have to figure out how that all works. So $1 and you get all of that. And you also get to interact with like the input, the fake podcast for the podcasts, all sorts of stuff. So check that out. Link in the description below. You can check us out. Yes.
I was gonna say I think we should offer up a contest, and the winner gets an open movie Snake Eyes with the Henry Golding head removed.
Does it come with a chocolate bar?
No.
Oh, well,
No chocolate.
Yeah, this doesn't seem like it's a good win. Like I don't think anyone wants to win that. Hence why they're at that Ollie's in abundance is with the head.
Yeah, you can't even give them away at $5, let alone incomplete.
Yeah.
that movie.
Oh man, you can check us out Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at Modern Toy Fair. You can check Jamar out over on TikTok at Jamar_Games. Corey, let everyone know where they can find you.
Vile consumption, like Michael said, Instagram is a waste of time, but I still do it because I loved Instagram's format for so many years, and so I'm over there, and Facebook, Vile consumption, blah blah blah.
Links
That's
in the
it.
description below. Nate, what do you have for us this week?
Go watch Tiny Chef.
It'll make you happy.
It will make you happy.
So happy.
Well, on that note, hopefully see you next week. Same toy time, same maybe toy time, same Toy Fair channel.
News. See, you don't even know.
No, I just don't know if it's gonna be the same toy time because it may be earlier. You don't know that.
Oh,
Thank you for watching.
same toy